This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
Oh, you can't drop that kind of stuff on me before we go on and not expect me to be able to, and shh, don't say nothing. We gotta
shut up. We're talking about the show now.
It's a show. It's a different thing.
Show, different thing now.
You
You
can't
do
say
it. Yeah.
nothing. Douche. It's not fair.
Well, it's your fault.
It's not my fault.
Yeah,
How
it
was I to know that?
What? You're the one. Oh.
I was there. Okay, so I was on the call.
Were you there?
I was.
Okay.
And I understood what he said.
But you didn't pay attention.
No, I did. I did, but I didn't think it was a set, concrete.
Yeah.
Because things fluctuated. So I thought there was, there was a, I'm just saying. I thought here was where where the line was drawn.
We got a show going on.
I know, but God.
We got a show.
This is why we can't have nice things. And mainly because I don't let anything go and I beat like a dead horse.
Yes, you do.
Anyway.
Jeez.
I know.
Speaking of beating people like dead horses.
Beating people?
Yeah, beating people like dead horses.
Oh,
Jennifer Emmy.
Hold on. You can't say that after the night that I just explained to you that I've had. And I can't say nothing. You're a jerk.
Jennifer Emmy seemed to have had her entire life together. She had a husband, a child, a successful career.
Oh, it sounds fantastic.
As an animal rights attorney.
So, hold on. So Bambi is the one going to this lady going, look, my mother was killed. I believe it was assault.
She had a ranch where she cared for animals, a regular media appearance for her expertise in everything.
A ranch.
A ranch where she took care of animals.
I'm sorry, but every time I hear ranch.
Dressing?
No, I keep thinking of like cult leaders and Charlie Manson.
Well, she recently had a bad day.
David Koresh, that sort of thing.
Yeah, but she had a bad time recently.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
I hope she's okay.
Well, her and her husband became estranged. They entered into divorce proceedings, and her husband apparently began dating with somebody who previously cared for their kids.
Oh, so he was canoodling the nanny. Wow.
Now, Miss Emmy has
didn't see that coming.
I know, right? Now, Miss Emmy has been arrested. And
because she got pissed and took it out on the nanny.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
No.
It's good. That's a good guess.
That's what I kind of figured it was going.
She was charged with trying to hire a hitman to murder her husband's girlfriend.
That's what I literally just said.
No. She tried to hire a hitman. She didn't do it herself.
She didn't do it herself. She hired
It was
somebody.
not the dirty work. She tried to hire somebody.
We hear like this all the time where people try to hire him. Where do you find
is there a market for this on Amazon?
Say, where in like the yellow pages? I know I'm dating myself.
By the way,
411. Where do you find the listing for?
Don't actually send us this information.
No, I'm curious.
No.
I am.
No.
Like, is this strictly dark web stuff, or is it literally under your nose? Is this like a Craigslist thing where like, hey, all I need are 3 roses to turn around and give you a good time. You know what I mean? And it's all code and done stuff. Is that how it is, or is it literally out in the open? Because I didn't realize that, Hitman was still legitimately
number one on the list.
A big thing, yeah.
Right,
I knew that it happened, but I feel like people keep trying to go this route, and it never works for them. And someone else goes, oh, you know what? I bet you I can do better. Kind of like people are with socialism and communism.
Yeah. It always screws up.
I can do it better this time.
Yeah. CBS Denver reported a 33-page affidavit obtained by the outlet allegedly
33 pages.
Yeah, that Emmy asked a man who worked at her animal ranch if he could take care of the pair.
Oh, okay. No. See, that's different. That's she found out this stuff. He was the shoulder that she cried on, and he was there to hold her as he was trying to get lucky is what he was doing.
Yeah.
Take advantage of the situation.
Right.
And in order to try and slide into her DMs, as it were.
I'll be a knight in shining armor.
Yes. Do you need him killed, babe? Don't worry. I'll take care of it. Oh, would you? That would be just delightful.
The ranch hand went to Jefferson County Police in late 2020 after recording the conversation with her, in in which she asked if he knew anybody that could get rid of her the girlfriend problem.
Wow.
Because, quote, nobody will miss her.
Well, it probably won't, but I digress. That's still a really shallow way to look at a human life.
Yeah, well, the man also told her that Emmy discussed the price for the hit, and she suggested paying him $100,000.
If you have $100,000, this is just my humble opinion, coming from a poor, broke white guy.
Yeah, right.
If you have $100,000 laying around to kill somebody, you could very easily utilize that money
To make them jealous.
Or start anew.
Be a brand new person.
Go somewhere you've always wanted to go. Do something you've always wanted to do. Start from ground up. And then when you become successful and happy, you find them later on Facebook with a giant middle finger in the air. That's what you do with that kind
Generally
of money.
speaking, yes, that's how this works.
Wow.
Or how it's supposed to work. But that's not how it worked for this one.
Poor lady.
Poor lady.
Poor lady. I'm just...
It is. It's a sad state of affairs.
Oh, it is. The only thing that throws me off about this is he was recording her conversation.
Right.
That means that when this happened, she's been hinting at this and talking about this for a while.
Had to have been.
Because you don't just randomly carry around a
Your
recorded phone on record.
You don't randomly turn your phone on record and just like, oh yeah, what was that again that you asked?
Yeah, you do, that's not how that works. So obviously she's been barking up this tree for a while.
Well, she probably scratched the bark off.
Probably. And kudos to him for not following through and being that douchey knight in shining armor.
Well, I mean, he probably fell through a couple times, but not in this way.
I mean,
just not in this way.
But good on him for at least, doing it. I have to be honest though, if you had a friend and they come to you and said, hey, having problems with my spouse, because it could be either side.
Yeah, right.
And after a while, they're having discussions and they actually prod and poke you and to see what, would you be willing to kill somebody for me? Like at what point, seriously, at what point do you start to take them seriously?
Well, it depends on how fervent they get.
Well, but
like, okay. Your buddy comes to you and is like, hey, if this should ever happen.
If what? If she dies?
No. Like,
or if I die?
No. Like hey, just, if I need a body buried, you'd help, right?
No, but I mean, what if it's done more subtly? Like something along the lines of, God, she has been such a pain. It's been so difficult. I would not be upset if she just disappeared.
Right. And then it got slowly more violent.
But that's what I'm saying. And I mean, obviously not, I don't think it would ever hit the level of, I wish we could rip out her entrails with a rusty fork.
I don't know. That sounds like
it might.
She was willing to go that far.
Probably. But I'm saying, I don't know. Like, at what point does the person hearing this draw that line between just frustration and hyperbole and take it into reality?
Well, it depends. When it becomes an obsession, then it becomes reality. In this case.
Well, and to be fair. To be fair, we haven't heard the conversation that was recorded. Okay,
right.
We haven't, so we don't know what was said.
Correct.
Obviously, it wasn't good.
We're reading quotes.
And the way the quotes are put in here. The man also told police that he and the suspect had discussed a price for the hit and suggested paying as much as $100,000. Yeah. Now, again,
that
in
means
the
he
world
went along with it.
Well, hold on. In the world of frustrated hyperbole, one could sit there and be like, you know what? It's just such a bad day. It's just egging me, a thorn in my side. I would just pay money for blah blah blah. And again, in the world of hyperbole,
how much were you willing to pay?
Oh man, I'm not kidding. I'm talking. I'd drop $100,000. I've got that in the bank right now. I'd drop that right now.
I can see where you're going with this.
Do you see what I'm saying? It could have been, and I'm not saying that
we're talking intent versus reality.
Exactly.
Yes.
Now, we didn't hear the conversation, so obviously, if she's in trouble, that conversation's a little bit more deeper than just, oh, well, that would be nice if someone cut the brakes on her car. You know what I mean? It obviously is deeper than that. But I'm just saying, like, from an actual, social kind of a situation, at what point does a person kind of realize, holy crap, they're not kidding.
Well, okay, so here's the deal, right? Let's kind of dig.
And is it as obvious?
Let's dig a little deeper because apparently there's some more things in here.
Oh, you mean we should just let the movie continue playing so we can find out how
Yes,
it really ends?
yes, we're gonna find out how it
gotcha.
really ends, yeah.
Same thing I tell my kids. Gotcha. Okay.
Just stop asking questions and listen to the
Just
movie.
watch
and
the
then
movie,
It'll
you'll
be
figure it
fine.
out.
You'll,
Okay.
you'll figure, at the end, all questions are answered.
Hold on. B from the SUV. Why a spoon, not a fork or a knife? I
Because-
did say fork.
But once again, rusty spoon hurts more.
I could have said a rusty spork.
Well, that's true, but that's very utilitarian.
I see what you did there. Anyway, so there's more to this story.
Yes. The police affidavit noted that Miss Emmy had been arrested numerous times in relation to her marriage and other domestic issues and her relationship as her relationship fell apart. The Denver Post reported that Miss Emmy spent the past year harassing her husband's new girlfriend, including stalking and threatening her. Quote, the murder-for-hire arrest followed a 6-month investigation by sheriff office.
Holy cow.
That involved undercover meetings, blackmail, and extortion attempts of the 67-year-old man who was Emmy's financial backer, and numerous attempts by Emmy to manipulate her estranged husband and his girlfriend. The largest charges are, in addition to 16 felonies and 16 misdemeanors that allege
Allegedly.
domestic violence,
Allegedly.
retaliation against a witness,
Allegedly.
and attempts to influence public servants over the last year.
Allegedly.
Her bond was set for $3 million cash, with a stipulation that only she can pay it.
Oh, no. Wow.
No financial backers can pay the bond.
Ruh-roh, Rorge.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit more than just a fleeting conversation.
Yeah, this is clearly more than just hyperbole and
quote,
frustration.
It's not unusual for someone whose
Not
husband
unusual
is to be loved
by anyone. It's not unusual for someone whose husband's having an affair with a prepared to upset and be mad.
Right. Yeah. The line.
That's the quote. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. The line of saying how mad you are and how enraged you are and saying it to other people, it seems odd.
Odd.
One of them was a confidential informant that was working with the police.
Yeah. And again, and there are people like, okay, like a slug over on Twitter, I've heard that the dark web has everything you could possibly want. And I know the dark web does, but like you have to be, to my understanding, and I'm not tech savvy, which is weird because I'm IA or an AI. See, I can't even say it right. I'm an AI. Yeah. But you can't just, it's not just like www.darkweb.com and you're there. Like it,
you have to, okay.
You have to dig and you have to do certain things and get to certain, so it's
first you have to have a VPN.
Yeah.
That's the first
You have
thing.
to, because otherwise
first thing
everyone knows where you are.
Exactly. If you don't have a VPN, you don't have access.
You're done instantly. Yeah.
Yeah. You die.
Yeah.
Basically.
They find you the next morning floating upside down in your toilet.
It's just,
Mr. Anderson.
Yeah. You wake up in a bathtub with your full of ice and
intestines already pulled
a
out.
little note on your chest saying, I would call 911 right now.
Your liver is gone.
Sounds like somebody we know. Anyway. Inside joke. Sorry.
I know exactly.
Yeah, I know you do. Sorry. When you have that kind of cred,
people,
you kind of flaunt it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just saying. That's when you have that flex, you flex. That's all I'm saying.
You got to flex when you can flex. You know what I mean?
But anyway,
that's all. That's all.
Anyway,
I mean,
you were saying, there's more to it than just turning on a computer and hitting enter.
Right.
Like you have to have, like you said, there's certain things that have to be in place. There's certain things you have to do. All of this stuff. And if you don't get that, if you don't have that in place, you can't get on there. So I was just wondering, like,
I really don't know.
And then turn around and you say, Big Pharma Steve, also on Twitter, how do you think these people get caught? The only listings for hitmen are for cops.
That's the definite truth right there. That's exactly what it is.
With that being the case, that automatically makes me think of Craigslist, which is where you can find all kinds of prostitution,
Everything.
but it's not labeled as clear and everything as prostitution.
Right.
So
It's those weird connections.
yeah, the missed connections and strictly platonic.
By the way, have you ever read those?
I did. I used to. I used to think it was so funny.
So good.
It was actually so sad.
I
When I
saw
realized-
you yesterday on the bus stop.
Some of them are real and some of them are not.
You had mud in your hair, and the sun was glistening in your eyes. You're reading a brand new novel from some unknown reader.
Jane Austen.
You looked beautiful.
I remember you distinctly because as you were walking, you stepped in a puddle of dog pee. You
wore-
cursed out loud, and the way you said hell in that southern accent just made my heart melt.
Oh, hell.
I don't know if you felt the same thing as your
Passed by
eyes
me.
briefly met mine,
And you passed by me.
and you passed by as
When
two
you were-
ships in the night.
Your stern look and those bright blue eyes.
And your follow-up with, what the hell are you looking at? I saw that as love. If you're there.
Send me a message.
Lord have mercy.
Devil in the blue dress.
Right? Devil with the blue dress on.
Oh my gosh.
Just saying. So good for her.
Good for her getting all arrested
at
and
least,
stuff.
well, at least I give her A for effort.
Quiet guy in the back. I feel like Steven's made fake misconnection posts in the past just for fun. I will neither confirm or deny.
I neither confirm or deny that as well. I hear that stuff goes on, and
It seems pretty funny.
and from what I've read of them, they're hilarious.
oh, yes, they are. I like reading them. That's all I'm saying.
The best part is when
Strictly platonic.
the best part is you do it to people you've actually met, like that you see in the street. You pick one person at random, like they don't even know what's going on, and you just watch them and you pick their details out, and blah blah blah.
Yep.
And there's obviously 1,000,000 to 1 chance that they're going to be looking and seeing that description. But I digress. you pick one random person. So if the 1,000,000,000 to 1 that they happen to be through and happen to read, someone goes, "Oh my God, someone's looking at me."
They're looking at me?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Michigan.
Michigan.
We need to have a talk.
Yeah, just a little bit.
We need to have
We need a heart-to-heart.
a deep heart to heart.
Need
I
to sit down.
Sit down. We're not angry.
No.
We are not angry.
Absolutely not.
We're not even really disappointed. I mean,
Well,
a little,
I'm
a little,
kind of-
a
I'm
little.
kinda, yeah.
But we're more
I'm concerned.
concerned.
Yeah, concerned.
This is more about a concern.
It's very concerning. Your actions as of late have been very concerning.
We need to have this talk, and it's a long time coming. You know, a celebration of new life sadly ended in fatality.
Fatality.
I know, I thought that too. When a cannon exploded during a baby shower and sent metal shrapnel flying into a friend of a couple who had been invited to the party.
Yes. You know what? No. Just continue. I'll save it. I'll save it.
We're gonna do it like this, just to add for clarity purposes. The headline, and this is what really concerns me, Michigan. The headline says gender reveal party claims another life after cannons explode during a baby shower in Michigan. Another life.
Another.
That means Michigan.
Another.
This is becoming a
one.
habit.
More than one.
This is a habit, and we need to talk about this.
Yeah.
The shocking incident unfolded in Gaines Township, Michigan, a town southeast of Flint. It's the water.
Oh,
That's what it was.
Has to be.
Police said that the homeowners had planned to fire off a small explosive device resembling a cannon as part of the family's shower celebration. But when they tried to ignite it, it blew up. Metal shrapnel from the explosion hit the victim, 3 parked cars, and a garage where they were holding the baby shower. The victim was taken to the hospital in Flint with serious condition where he later died. The police identified the victim as Evan Thomas Silva, a 26-year-old man from the town of Heartland. Homeowners indicated that the cannon device was more of a novelty item.
Just a novelty.
And that they had fired it previously with no problems.
Oh, it's just fine.
Here's the deal.
Fine.
It is either a novelty item
Right.
or
A multi-use cannon.
exactly. You can't have both ways.
I mean, what you could do, I mean, okay, so if we're talking cannon,
Yes.
are we talking like potato gun sort of thing? That's what I'm like.
I don't know.
But it's metal. First off, this is metal.
So, just saying. It's,
And you used a full-on explosion
Yeah.
to shoot confetti.
Yeah. See, when I think of novelty item, I think of a novelty item, a novelty cannon, which has, it'll have the tip at the end hold out, so it looks like you could put something in there, but it's only to about halfway, and the rest of it's full up. There's no actual way to ignite it. Blah blah.
Right,
it just looks real.
Yeah, it looks real. That's
Unless
novelty.
you get closer. Yeah, that's novelty.
This is not novelty.
When you can fill it with gunpowder and a projectile, that's not novelty, my friends.
Well,
That's not. The cannon, quote, the cannon is designed to create a big bang flash, a loud noise, and create smoke. The cannon did not contain any projectiles, but it is suspected that the gunpowder loaded into the device caused the cannon to fracture, resulting in shrapnel being spread to the area, end quote. You know what? I bet you and this is dead serious, what they probably happened, the times that they mentioned that they fired it off before with no issues.
They used something.
They used too much powder.
Oh, and it started to weaken it.
Fractured it.
Yeah,
and after a while, then when they did this time, it just happened to be a kind of a
It's too bad
Final
now.
Destination kind of thing.
Yep.
And
Too bad, so sad. Last time you use it.
yeah, because I was reading the headline and I'm like, this is not Highlander. One person doesn't die in order that the other may live. I get it. A baby's born, it's gender reveal and done.
You're not giving the soul of your best friend to your baby.
Yeah, it's not how that works.
It's not how this thing happens.
We all know you have to wait until the baby's born and then you cut the guy's heart out and feed it to the baby. That's how that works.
That's completely different, though.
I know.
Usually you have to make it a smoothie, though.
You did well for the baby, yes.
Right, because there's no teeth.
But it depends on, do you wait at the baby when it comes out, or do you give it to that time when they hit that 13-year-old age where they're becoming a man and you want to add?
Well, you have to find a way to preserve it at that point.
But I'm saying maybe you could let the friend live until then.
Oh, that's a good way to preserve it. But
It
then
is.
you also have to make sure that they do live for another 13 years.
Yeah, which is, nowadays is actually quite, plausible.
But
It's
then
not
again,
like,
what if he gets really sick and the heart gets all weird?
but then you find another one. Like you always have a backup plan.
You always have a backup friend.
There's always a plan B.
Always have a plan B friend.
Phil Silva, the brother of the victim, left a message on Facebook about the incident. Quote, yesterday evening, Evan Silva was in a fatal accident. He has left behind a loving family, countless friends, and memories in all of our hearts. Further details are to come. Your thoughts and prayers are appreciated, end quote. I like how he put there that he was in a fatal accident. Everybody and their mother that reads that is going to read that as he was in a car accident, not he was standing next to an
explosive device.
Explosive incendiary device, yeah.
That then exploded and blew him up because he was blowing up.
God, I need water.
You got the COVIDs?
No, because that's not the problem. Let's see. I'm going to try and go down the list real quick. It's my blood pressure is incredibly through the roof right now.
Yes, okay.
Dealing with
Yeah.
things and stuff and things. Let's see. I believe I'm fighting off an ear infection.
Oh, good.
My tumor has been
Throbbing.
I'm talking bad lately. Yeah, just a lot, and then there's the work and normal stuff, and so
Just remember,
I'm alive again. I'm 6 feet above ground, and I am not in jail. So today's a good day.
Good job.
That's how it
Let's
works.
keep it going.
Let's do that.
Let's keep it going.
Gender reveal parties, just so in case y'all were wondering, because I've always wondered this, gained an infamous notoriety after the massive El Dorado fire in San Bernardino, California, or County, California, where was sparked by a malfunctioning smoke machine during the party in September.
Yeah, that's the one where it basically lasted 2 months.
Yeah, because it didn't stop.
Yeah, it started a giant forest fire.
That kid had better be something special, because if he's not, everybody's going to be like, but we burned the county down for you.
An entire 2 months of flames and fire for you.
400,000 square acres, and you're a loser. Okay. That's how it is. I mean, I'm just
It's a
saying.
lot of sacrifice.
All right.
Jeez. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Where the baby is a boy. Thanks, B. That's funny. Oh, no. Nah. Yeah, we got to dump it. Oof. Desperately seeking Susan. Hello. I really think that song
That was what that song was
was
written
all
for?
about. Yeah, that's all her.
It makes sense. She had a misconnection.
Yeah.
She is so upset about it.
It's me. Think about it. That's a missed connection on Craigslist.
Well, the same thing goes for the other side of that. Hello, is it me you're looking for?
Yeah, that one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lionel Richie.
Poor Lionel Richie.
Oh, poor guy.
I don't know why I said poor, but whatever.
He's definitely not poor. Well, he might be now.
No, because he can get his daughter to support him. And he's still making a boatload of money on royalties.
Oh, that's right. Off of other stuff.
Or at least the livable wage.
Yeah, something.
Something. That's better.
There you go. You okay?
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
I'm just dying.
Okay, that's fine.
I know I need to do it quieter, but
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to die, be peaceable about
I
it.
should.
Yeah.
I should.
Just don't be loud.
No, I'm going to be as irritating as humanly possible. That way, once I'm dead, people go, oh, thank God. It's over. Do you hear the silence? It's amazing.
Celebrate.
This is Defenders Live.
Oh, I love it. B from the SAV over on Twitter. I remember the good old days when a gender reveal was via a free collect call to the parents. Collect call from, we had a baby and it's a boy.
We had a baby, it's a boy.
Yes, I love that. Did you ever, I mean, you're younger.
I'm younger, but I never had to do a collect call.
Not like that?
No.
I did. I mean, it wasn't to my parents, but I still had to do that.
I'm a joke, come give me.
Yeah, something like that. Still waiting on the corner, where the hell you're at? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I done that too.
I'm by the one payphone in town.
Kevin Hutchins over on Twitter. If you're going to announce your baby's gender, make sure you do it with in a quote cheap cannon free zone.
That's right. It better be a good cannon.
Yeah, well, or yeah, you don't.
At least be a Steve cannon.
Wherever he is.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
No, I'm sad now.
Oh, you're always sad.
No, I'm not.
You were.
No.
You were angry.
Angry?
Angry is very different than sad.
Despondent, maybe, but not sad. Please. Sir, you know me.
Yeah, I know. It's all fine. Anyway.
So, 2019.
Yeah.
2019.
That was a good year, 2019.
Comparatively speaking, as of late, absolutely.
For sure.
But not for an Illinois professor.
No, really?
Yeah.
I thought professors had it good.
Well, not this guy. Not Jeffrey Petrie.
Oh.
Or Joseph. I'm sorry.
Joseph
Did I
Petrie.
say Jeffrey?
Yeah,
Joseph.
you said Jeff. Yeah.
Because I was trying to read Petrie, and so I heard it. And anyway. Yeah. Illinois professor, University of Illinois professor Joseph Petrie.
Poor Joe.
Yeah. There was a female student who claimed, allegedly, that the professor offered to improve her grades if she, she kind of,
got it with the program.
yeah, a little quid pro quo. I scratch my back, you scratch your,
A little
you
diggity
scratch my
dog.
back. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just a trade of services, really.
Getting down and dirty.
Yeah,
with it.
you have a need and I have a need, and why don't we fill each other's needs?
Or, well, I'll fill your needs.
Rather than face a reputation-destroying investigation, Petrie entered a contract with the University of Illinois to resign in exchange for them dropping the investigation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I didn't know. I didn't realize you could do, but that's what happens when you're a professor with tenure.
But that kind of sounds like you're guilty.
No, it absolutely does. It absolutely does. But at the same time, it could have very well been he said, she said. They have evidence of them talking alone and no context of what was being said.
Right, she was in the room with him alone.
Yeah, it's possible that it's just one of those. It just the aesthetics of it is so damning that even if you could prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that she's lying, it still is just
It's too much. It's too
like
much.
It's like the Duke Lacrosse guys.
Right, it's too much.
It's too much. The damage is already done just being accused. Just it's best
Let it go.
to lick your wounds and take them and get out of
Get
there.
out of there, yeah.
But the University of Illinois investigated Petrie anyway.
Oh, but he signed a contract.
Yeah, well, they did it anyway.
Okay, all right. Uh-huh.
And nearly a year later,
A year?
that would be 2020,
Uh-huh.
determined that the students' claims were not credible.
What?
So he enters into a contract. Don't investigate me.
Just don't do it.
Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Just let's do this.
I'll leave.
I will leave quietly. You forget everything. This is just wash the hands of it.
Water
no,
under the bridge.
No harm, no foul. Yeah,
Right.
I wasn't here.
I know it's going to take 2,000 years, and I don't want to be dragged through that crap.
Exactly. And then reputations will be tarnished more than
right.
what it already is.
Mm-hmm.
They'll worry about it. Okay, sounds good. You sign here. We agree.
Yes.
And then the University of Illinois goes ahead and investigates into it anyway, and then finds out that the heifer is a liar.
Okay.
I'd be a little miffed. If
I would be pretty upset with this. you know.
That student, 23-year-old Sundas
Summer.
Nakvi.
Nakvi.
Summer Nakvi.
Sundas Nakvi.
Sundus Summer Nakvi. Accused Petrie of sexual harassment after he refused to improve her grade 9 months after she completed his class. That's a long time.
That is a very long time.
To come back and be like, hey, I need you to fix this.
No.
Yeah, that's...
You failed.
Yeah, usually if your grade isn't that great, you kind of...
You learn about it before 9 months after you're done.
You realize you could have taken the class again, actually, in that time frame and gotten a good grade.
You realize, you could have redone it.
And it would have been...
Or a better grade. You could have redone it and got
a better grade. Yeah. You already went through the class, so most of it should be very easy.
Did you pass?
Yeah,
Did you pass and then you didn't have to retake it, so you just decided I just need my grades.
I'm too late. Yeah,
I need my GPA to be better, and I'm too lazy to actually do anything else.
The answer to all that's probably yes.
Okay.
About a month after Nakvi made the allegations against Petrie, she and her friend William Farrell, not that William,
not
Farrell,
that Will Ferrell,
not that one,
no,
were arrested after holding Nakvi's ex-boyfriend at knife point in order to delete information off of his phone and computer.
I need to stop you right there.
Sure.
Sundas Summer Nakvi, female student, accused a gay man.
What do you mean a gay man?
Oh, sorry. They were arrested after holding Nakvi's ex-boyfriend. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I missed that. I thought they said Petrie's ex-boyfriend for a second. I completely misheard you. I wasn't.
Okay.
So,
No, I
sorry.
was wondering where we were going with this.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, so she had, she held her ex-boyfriend at knife point? Her own ex-boyfriend at knife point.
She's
to delete information off of his phone and computer.
which probably means he has nudes and things like that from her. Yeah, yeah. She's
Or it means that he had evidence that she was trying to do other things to other people.
or just evidence that she's a bit cray-cray.
Well, that's obvious.
The ex-boyfriend, who wasn't injured, told police he thought the information Nakvi sought to destroy related to her claims against the professor. What do you mean you thought, Chief? You're being held at knife point, and they're saying delete this. They're not going to say. I mean, like I said, unless they just said delete everything on your phone.
That was probably it.
It might have been
Delete everything about me.
Well, not just me.
Everything you know about me.
Factory reset your computer and your
Yep,
phone,
delete it all.
Which, by the way, clearly she's not very bright because almost everything is on the cloud now.
And so it doesn't matter.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, anything you do, if you have pictures, if you've got documents, everything gets stored on the cloud.
You can delete the phone to that Yeah, you can delete it to factory standards,
and
but
reset it.
all you have to do is sign back in,
And
especially if you have an Apple.
auto-populate.
Anyway, Petrie filed a lawsuit against the University of Illinois for continuing its investigation against him, even months after NACV was arrested for threatening her ex and breaking its contract with him to do so. The University of Illinois tried to get the lawsuit dismissed, arguing incredibly that it could breach the contract with a professor so long as that breach doesn't hurt the professor.
No, you can't breach a contract with your professor because you signed a contract, a legal binding contract.
Now, I'm just to throw this out there. Okay, let's say, just for a second,
Okay.
let's say that they're right.
Was there small print that he didn't read?
Well, not even small print. Let's say there is some kind of weird legal precedent or whatever.
Okay, sure. It didn't actually hurt you. We were trying to get to the...
Well, I was going to say that's in the contract that says as long as it doesn't hurt the professor, we can still investigate anyway.
Right. Okay.
They find out she's lying. His reputation is tarnished.
Already.
He has had to, at the very least, lose a job. If not
also
completely
get out
be
of
blackballed.
college.
Yeah, exactly. And how does that not hurt him? Especially to find out that she was lying the entire time. That doesn't hurt him?
Well, he's already been hurt by it.
But that's what I'm saying. How does that...
And so the continuing investigation can't hurt him anymore.
I don't know. If they find out to be they lied about it, or not them, but that she was lying, that does hurt. I know. I'm experiencing that. What happens when someone lies about you, it sucks.
It does.
It makes whatever thing it was so much worse.
Yeah.
So how can they say even that doesn't fly? Because, oh crap, we found out that she was lying.
So was she, thrown in jail?
Well,
was she kicked out of school?
Well, the Illinois court sided actually with Petrie.
Of course,
because Petrie argued that the University of Iowa was trying to get away with enticing a faculty member to resign as part of its agreement to minimize the damage to his reputation.
Right. And then deliberately breached the agreement and then, tried to escape liability by twisting the facts.
Yeah. Yeah. And then again, it all comes out in the wash that she's a giant heifer.
Yeah.
A liar.
Right.
A lying heifer.
Lying heifer.
Liar.
Pants on fire.
I'm trying to remember the second part of that. Isn't there more to that? Liar, pants on fire, something. Is that what it is? Hang your pants on a telephone wire? Is that it?
That's a different one.
Is it? I don't think that. I've never heard that one before because that's like people who do patty cake.
I thought it had something to do with a funeral pyre, but that's me.
Yeah, something I thought was a pyre too.
Yeah, funeral pyre. Yeah.
I don't remember. Anyway.
We'll
look that up in the break. Anyway, the university's own admission that it continued the investigation in violation of the agreement and Petrie's allegation of lost wages from the investigation mean that his breach of contract lawsuit can continue, and the Illinois Court of Claims ruled this last month. 2 pages, quote, 2 pages of ruling suggest that the court saw no merit in the university's distinction between breach by itself and damages that resulted from that breach. It was a half-baked argument concocted to delay the inevitable. That is according to Petrie's lawyers on January 27. The university investigation into Petrie found that he and NACV connected on a social media and began sharing communications of a social nature, including photos on Snapchat, and the professor said through his attorney, according to the Chronicle of Higher Education. Petrie apologized for his poor judgment in 2019, but added, at no point did I demand sex from her, and at no time did I offer to change her grade, nor did I ever do so.
Really?
In a lawsuit, Petrie mentioned a witness who said that NACV, quote, wanted to destroy his reputation to get revenge for him not changing her grade. Lying heifer.
Liar! With the liars that lie. And the lying of lies.
The lying liar who lies.
On lying.
Are you actually looking that up?
It's, yeah.
Did you find it?
It's, your nose is longer than a telephone wire.
I've never heard that one either.
I never heard that one either. But that's it.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Your
nose is longer than a telephone wire.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that one.
I just read it.
I know, no, I got that. I don't like that. That sucks.
Yeah, it does. It's a terrible one. It's a bad thing. Stupid. Had to look it up. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I don't like that one. But it's going to bug me until I remember what the other one was. Of course, apparently I do patty cake wrong.
What?
Mm-hmm. Apparently I do patty cake wrong.
Baker's man.
Mm-hmm. Bake me a cake as fast as you can.
Uh-huh.
That everybody goes to that part. That's where I'm with everybody. Apparently, the part that I deviate from other people is I've been taught to go roll it up, throw it in the pan. Apparently, I'm wrong, allegedly.
Uh-huh.
Allegedly.
Because it's something about you roll it, you pat it, you mark it with some other weird letter, and you put it in the oven for that
B,
child
whatever,
and
B or
me.
V or, mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's what I've been told is how it goes, but that's not how I learned it. Therefore, everyone else is wrong.
Roll it, you pat it, you mark it with a V.
No, you
or
don't.
A B.
No, you don't mark it.
Or
Why would
K.
you mark it? You put it in there. You should know who the hell it goes to.
Oh, yeah.
You're not back in when the time.
It's not. No, you don't get it. Baker's man. It's to the baker. You're talking to the baker.
Yeah, roll it up, and you throw it in the pan.
You're not the baker.
Yes.
You're saying.
But the baker
Hey, baker man.
Mm-hmm.
Baker man.
Yes. How may I help you?
Hi. Yes, I need a loaf of bread.
Okay.
And I'd like you.
What kind of bread?
Well, we're gonna do sourdough.
Okay.
Okay. And I'd like
I'd
like you to roll it up.
Okay.
I'd like you to pat it.
You want regular sourdough or do you want like New Jersey sourdough?
No, regular sourdough is fine.
Okay. You want it cut in squares or left alone?
I just want a loaf.
Okay.
Yeah. But I want you to mark it.
Do you want it wrapped in plastic or do you want
I want
paper?
you to mark it. I want you to mark it.
With what?
I want you to score it
Okay.
with my name so that you know that's mine.
But I know it's yours. And I'm going to tell you why. Because this song is made way back when people were not doing that big a business. Okay? I'm pretty sure that it was not like in New York right now where it could be or Amazon where they're dealing with millions of orders at a single time. I'm pretty sure there was like 8 or 10 people. And if you, sir, do not have the ability to keep up with 8 or so different loaves of bread, because I doubt 8 people came in going, I would like sourdough bread.
Well, you don't know.
If
You gave me an option. They didn't
call
have
me
an
crazy.
option back then.
Call me crazy.
Crazy.
Okay. But if you run a business and you have a load of people suddenly show up on a regular basis asking for the same product, then guess what, Chief?
Yeah.
You better start like making that on the regular because you know it's already going to be in demand, so you don't wait for them.
I want a special loaf of bread.
Special sauce?
I want special sauce on my bread.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It has to be a special loaf. At least I didn't ask you to pinch it off for me.
I'm so not ready for that one. Oh, God. Wow. Wow.
You're welcome.
Southern Ohio Jackal over on Twitter. As a country boy, I applaud the current use of heifer.
You're welcome.
You are welcome. I use that to classify a lot of people I know.
A lot of
There's several
not
people
so
in
great
yeah.
individuals, and
it's because it's a polite way of it's a polite curse word.
sure, it's polite.
Yeah, it is. It beats it beats actually calling someone what would be deemed as an obvious and overt curse word. You just call them a heifer and you walk away.
Yeah.
And then everyone goes, well, why? Because I look ugly? Is it because I'm fat? Is it because I'm oddly
it's 'cause
have
you're a heifer.
spots all over?
It's because you're a heifer.
Yeah, you're a heifer. And you let them deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And you
how
don't
it
have
goes.
to be fat to be a heifer.
Uh-huh.
Just so you know.
No, that's true because there are some very underweight heifers.
True. You could be very lean.
You can. You can.
You can be a lean heifer.
Let's see. Kevin Hutchins over on Twitter. Do you know how to check your phone to see if you're being spied on? Just dial, what is that? Pound, no, not pound. Star, pound, 21, star. Or pound, I'm sorry. I can't.
It's
Star, pound, 21,
pound.
8 categories will come up. Each one labeled either enabled or disabled. If any are enabled, chances are someone is spying on you.
Well, more than likely, most of them are enabled most of the time.
I'm going to have to try that.
Yeah, try it out later.
Let's do it in a break.
It's like one of those things. Here,
Of course,
try this.
No, but I know people.
Yeah.
See, now I just had a certain thought.
What's that thought?
Because I have gotten this.
Mm-hmm.
The whole, hey, here's I just want to let you know I'm thinking about you, blah, blah, blah. And something serious and genuine.
Sure, yeah.
And it'll come with a link and it'll be whatever. And then you open the link and it's something obscene. and inappropriate.
Hey, I'm just thinking about you. Here's this crazy obscene photo or
Of a
little gif.
really
or,
big black guy with
things and happening.
a giant Tootsie Roll. And I'm just saying, like, I wonder if I'm call that, is that what's going to happen?
That's probably exactly what's going to happen here.
I hope not.
I mean,
because I'm going to do it.
It is Kevin Hutchins, though. And it makes sense if he did that to you. So
I could see that happening.
I could see it.
Well, that's why you're going to sit here with me. We're going to we're enduring this together.
You're going to do it.
Nope. I'll do it on my phone.
Yeah.
But you're going to sit here with me.
No, why?
Yes.
Why?
Because
why do I have to suffer through your stupidity?
Because depression loves company.
Okay, fine.
Chaos loves company.
So you all remember? Y'all remember?
Remember what?
That lady who used the Gorilla Glue spray adhesive instead of hairspray? Y'all remember?
No, I remember. She did, and it was not she used it instead of like she mistaken the bottle.
No. She intentionally did it. She's a TikToker.
Yeah, it's all for the ticks.
It's all for the talks.
Yeah. It's all about the likes, baby. Until you realize that you have put a very super adhesive into your skull that actually you can't even cut her. Her hair can't be cut.
So,
but
she's raised $13,500 on her GoFundMe after she went viral last week in a video concerning her struggles with Gorilla Glue spray that she put in her hair after she ran out of her hair product that offers her hold.
Again, it's Gorilla Glue.
Yeah, you don't. That's not that type of hold.
She's using the got to be glued spray. Now, in the days that I used,
it's actually
gel,
really good hair gel.
I used the actual gel.
Yeah,
not
the
spray.
gel. Yeah, like the
because it does. This stuff is incredible. You could go swimming for about 30 minutes and nothing.
Still nothing.
Nothing.
No,
it's solid. It's great stuff. Not expensive either. But again, there's a huge difference between a black bottle that looks like an air horn.
Yeah.
And a bottle of Gorilla Glue, even spray.
Yeah,
Gorilla Glue. It doesn't.
They look completely different.
Completely different. I believe it's like a gray bottle with a giant orange label with a gorilla on it.
Yeah, and it says.
And why is it next to the sink for you to mistaken?
She didn't mistake it. She used it instead. She intentionally used it instead.
Well, then
when I do my hair, this is what she said. When I do my hair, I like to finish it off with a little gotta be glued spray. Just keep it up in place. Well, I don't have any of that gotta be glued spray, so I use this Gorilla Glue spray. Bad idea. That's what she said.
What tipped you off, Pumpkin?
Well,
really, the fact that
she spent 22 hours in the ER where staff were completely dumbfounded. We're told healthcare workers to put acetone on the back of her head, but it burned her scalp and it only made the glue gooey before hardening back up. She was then told, was instructed to keep trying potential remedies back at home by rubbing alcohol and still no cure.
Yeah, there really isn't a solvent for Gorilla Glue. That's kind of
the point of it.
Gorilla Glue is literally like the duct tape of glue.
It is, but in even stronger. It's stronger than duct tape.
It's better than super glue.
It is so much better than. It is incredibly good glue.
I don't. And again, you put this into your hair. The fact I feel sorry for the people who paid into her GoFundMe.
No. Here's the thing.
Because it's one thing if it was an accident, if somebody pranked you, switched the labels and all that, it did something like that. Like that, I feel absolutely sorry for you. My heart goes out. Let me do whatever I can to help you. If you knowingly spray this onto your skull, you deserve whatever comes at you.
I know.
Because it's matted down. I guarantee you, it's matted down to the point where they can't get
in. It's now a shell.
Yeah, there's no way of being able to cut the hair. It's not like having gum in your hair where you can cut around it and the hair grow out.
No.
It's all there.
You can't
It's
even
all
use
flat.
clippers.
Yeah. It is matted to your head, so you can't cut it. There isn't a solvent on planet Earth that won't turn around and destroy your head.
Yeah, you will get burned by this.
And if you do get it off, aside from the healing afterwards of the skull burns and everything else, you may very well
never have hair again.
Yeah, you may burn it to where you never grow hair again.
Sounds like you're gonna have to wear a wig all day for the rest of your life.
Well, but then again, if she styled it, just live with the style for the rest of your life.
It's true.
That's what I would do.
It kind of makes it a lot easier.
Think about it. The lady never has to do her hair again.
Well, it does still grow.
Not if it's stuck like that. It ain't.
It's still gonna grow. It's actually gonna grow into her head.
Not my problem.
It's going to be ingrown hairs at that point, like all over her scalp.
And how do you handle that? You can't, because there's a barrier.
I know.
The only thing that could possibly, and I don't know, I'm not a hair doctor or whatever. I wonder if it's not a possibility that with the hair kind of all growing kind of at once, if it can get separated from the scalp, the glue side of
like it just like one big.
Yeah, and eventually just kind of grow like that to where they can get underneath it and shave. Yeah, I wonder if that could be done. I don't know. I've never been dumb enough to put Gorilla Glue on my skin. 3
easy ways to remove Gorilla Glue.
Guarantee you none of them worked because she's still complaining.
Start by removal process of moisturizing the glue with water, citrus, and acetone.
Oh, good.
Once the glue is wet, try to flake it and peel it away.
With a blunt tool or toothbrush. That's hours worth of work. And the acetone especially.
Yeah, her hair is flat.
See, look, hey.
Her hair is flat.
Okay, there it is. There's the bottle. Look, it's a bright orange bottle that has a gorilla on it.
Her hair is flat.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Hold on. I'm going to look this up. No, because we started this. I'm going to do this.
Okay.
Hold on.
Like, I brought this up for a reason while you're looking at that. I brought this up for a reason. Quote from TMZ. Our sources say that Tessica hired an attorney and is weighing her legal options against Gorilla Glue.
Uh-huh.
The report also added that we're told that the label on the product she used says do not use on your eyes, skin, or clothing. No mention of hair.
I knew it. I knew it.
Tessa feels like it's misleading.
I knew it. I knew this was coming. Mark this down, you guys, because
this is why you have warning labels.
This is. But you always have looked at somebody's warning labels and goes, who's the moron? Where did this happen? How could this be?
This is the moron.
We have lived it. We've just seen the day that a new warning label was issued.
Yeah.
Like we always wondered, who was the moron that tried to, use a hairdryer while they were showering? We wonder that. We're living it now. We have now found out the story of the moron who put glue in hair.
Gorilla Glue in their hair.
Yeah. Come on.
Not just glue, but Gorilla Glue. Like some of the strongest glues you can find all up in your hair. I mean, geez, what is wrong with you?
Like a step under cement.
Pretty much.
See, do you have that picture back up? I mean, you're not going to show it on them, but
yeah. I know one's yellow, one's bright orange, and one's dark.
Yeah,
orange.
well, I was going to say the gotta be glue is like a bright yellow.
Yeah, it's
with
like
black lettering on it
and a little bit of orange hint.
Yes, even the nozzle is different.
It's silver.
Even the nozzle was completely different.
Yes.
So it's not like it was again not a mistake.
No, it's not a mistake.
She did this on purpose, but
she intentionally did it.
Because it doesn't say not to use in your hair. That's where we're at.
But it says eyes, skin, and clothing. So let me ask you this. Hair grows out of skin, right? Mm-hmm. And is that right?
No, you're right.
Is that right?
I'm with you there.
So if she applies it to her hair, that means she's also applying it to her skin. Is that right?
I would go there, but I'm gonna say no. And here's why.
Okay.
Similar to getting glue, or not glue, but gum in your hair.
Yeah.
If you have long hair, you get gum in your hair.
Sure, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like that's not up on your scalp. Okay?
Right, but this is on her scalp.
That is her skin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is on her scalp.
Yeah, we're not talking about it's in her hair. Like she sprayed her scalp. That's the angle that the lawyers have to go at it. It's not she sprayed it in her hair. She sprayed her scalp.
Which is why she can't get it off. Yeah.
That's why she can't get it off.
And if you notice, like if you look at the pictures, she has a giant part in her hair.
Yeah.
A giant part.
It's fantastic.
So all you got to do is tap that area and see if it's still glued. And if you can prove that she used it on her skin, case closed.
Case closed.
Case closed.
She'll win, though.
I know she will.
She'll know.
That's what's wrong with a lot of people in America now.
I love how everybody thinks it's funny that to imagine me with the having the hair gel. Guys, not for nothing.
He did this for years.
Yeah, for the past... I only recently stopped and started growing the top of my hair out.
Just go look at the video. It's there.
Go back like before Christmas.
Yeah.
When I wasn't wearing a hat. Anyway.
Yeah.
AmericanPrideRoasters.com is a sponsor for this hour of the show.
Ooh.
Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com. Historically great coffee.
It is some of the best.
So many different flavors to choose from. Flavored and regular flavored coffee, light, dark roast, all that fun jazz. You're going to love it. AmericanPrideRoasters.com. Go to our website, DOAEshow.com. Check out everything we've got going on over there. Follow us on all the social medias at DOAE Show. Make sure when you're done with all of that, I know, lots of stuff to do, go to mojo50.com. Show them like and love because God bless them, they keep us around. Stay tuned. We still got a whole nother hour to go.
Sometimes I don't even feel like any of this is real.
Wow. We didn't know that at the time the Harambe was the glue keeping the reality together. Gorilla glue now makes more sense.
Very nice.
I thought only horses got sent to be made into glue.
Right, well, Gorilla Glue, so Harambe. You know,
And by the way,
Harambe is what started all of
it's
this.
not Johnny Bravo. Okay, it was a little bit, I guess. It had, yeah, I didn't know it.
Hey there, big mama.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Not Johnny Bravo.
Pom pow.
Wow.
Yeah, thanks. Like, y'all know this. Come on. Like, this is so surprise.
It's like you started wearing a hat all the time and everybody forgot what your head looks like.
I know, and it's only because I've gotten this weird kick. I just letting the top of my hair grow out. I'm still shaving the sides and I'm letting the top grow. I haven't had long hair in a while, and part of me is deciding whether or not I want to try it. And every day I haven't cut it yet.
And you get a little closer of trying it.
Well, yeah. So because I haven't cut it yet,
You're trying it.
I'm trying it out to see what happens. That's all. It's a test. I'm good, or I got mine and my own stuff. Either way, if you need to help drink it, I'll drink it. If not, whatever. Totally getting fat. I'm busting out at the seams. Trogdor! Burninating the village. Burninating the countryside. Trogdor. Da-da-da.
I wonder if anybody remembers that.
I don't, so.
As a old internet website cartoon.
No, I'm not doing Flock of Seagulls. Stop it. They had hair on the sides. I don't have hair on the sides. I
You
shave
have it in
off.
the middle.
Yeah, it's
Only.
only in the middle.
Yes.
What?
He is.
Oh,
Huh?
where?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to reach his banana or something? I mean, no answer.
And all was still. That's genius.
Yeah, buddy.
And all it is a floor jack.
Uh-huh.
It works.
It does indeed.
Coming back.
I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, really breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
I'll never back down. Thought I was 6 feet under.
Breakdown. Yeah. Breakdown. Go ahead and give it to me.
Different song.
Oh, I know, but
Completely different all the way.
I thought it was funny.
It's completely different things.
It is, but I'm okay with that.
Mhm. That's fine. I mean, I'm okay with your song choices here. Sometimes. Sometimes.
We'll look at that later.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Aha.
All right. So
All right.
just so y'all are aware,
Mm-hmm.
all the fun is over.
I don't know.
Now we get into serious crap and
Well,
stupid crap, and
Yeah.
it is
Aw.
the Biden administration.
Mm-hmm.
Just starting that off right there just kind of makes you go.
The old Bidens.
I can hear the clicking off of people's radios and stuff.
Right now.
Yeah,
Unsubscribe.
unsubscribe, disappear, be gone. The old Biden administration will reportedly start removing U.S. attorneys this week that were confirmed by the Senate during Trump's administration. Because that's going to do good, right?
Oh yeah, it sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Sounds really good. Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. There's
Wait, so he's going to get rid of all the U.S. attorneys?
well,
that
all was under Trump. Yeah, that Trump had confirmed during his.
You know,
Yeah, now.
it's
Yeah,
a
so you
funny
better-
thing. Joe Biden, Joey boy,
Joe Areno.
when the administration was under Bush.
What the hell? That was a really hard.
Bush.
I
You're welcome on that one. I
don't know if
I
he-
had to push it that hard.
yeah, but does he have to?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You say so.
Yeah. He complained about every single one of these.
He did.
Every single one of them. Every time.
Every time?
Yeah, because Bush did this exact same thing. And while Bush did this, Biden was complaining the entire time.
Because again, this is when you start focusing on the power of the party, or even the person, and you start losing sight of the principle behind it. I'm just saying, if you were looking as now as president, but even before as a 45-year veteran of the Senate, you would
47.
I know you would think.
I am the cynic.
That at that point you would have it nailed down on how to be focusing on the betterment of the country.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but you would think that.
Not as a means to an end.
Well,
But apparently not.
no.
Apparently not. The resignation request is expected to apply to 56 Senate-confirmed U.S. attorneys
That's
appointed
only
by Trump.
That's only 4 more attorneys than he has given executive orders.
I know. Weird, isn't it?
4 more attorneys than his executive orders in the last 20 days. Yeah.
That's according to CNN. Quote, justice officials have scheduled a call with U.S. attorneys around the country to discuss a transition that is expected to take weeks. The justice official didn't say when the resignations would take effect. See, here's
That's because they still have to confirm their replacements.
Oh, yeah. But you also can't call it resignations when you're firing them.
It's a firing.
You're firing them.
You're
I
saying
hate
we
it
don't want you
when-
anymore.
I hate it when they do that.
It's a forced resignation. The country is resigning you.
Yeah.
Forcibly.
We're doing it for you.
Yeah.
You're resigning.
That's called fired.
Whether you like it or not. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Acting Attorney General Monty Wilkinson.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Monty.
Oh, Monty.
Reportedly asked Delaware U.S. Attorney David Weiss to remain in his role during the call on Monday night. Weiss is overseeing a federal criminal investigation into the business dealings of O'Biden's son, Hunter O'Biden.
Oh, this is exactly why they're getting rid of all these people.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they can get rid of all the people investigating the O'Bidens,
Then nothing gets figured out, and the people stay blissfully ignorant, and
right.
O'Biden looks like the Messiah again.
Well, at least he looks just like he used to, which was a lump of wood.
Yes. CNN noted that Wilkinson will also not touch Special Counsel John Durham's criminal investigation into the origins of the Russia probe.
We already know the origins of the Russia probe.
Isn't that a coinky-dink?
We know the origins of the Russia probe. The origins of the Russia probe are the left, the Democrats, and the media. The Democrats and the media. Those were the origins of the Russia probe.
Allegedly.
No, it's not allegedly anymore.
Allegedly.
It's not alleged.
Allegedly.
It's truth.
Allegedly.
I wanted to do, I started to like double tap it, so allegedly, but I realized that it doesn't work that way.
Right, you have to like triple tap it.
Yeah, and I'm not that fast.
Allegedly.
So, yeah, it wouldn't sound as good. So
Right.
But isn't that kind of a coinky dink that the special counsels that are looking into crap that has already been determined to be pointless?
They're saying they're not going to touch that one specifically.
Because it involves Trump.
Right.
But everybody else,
Not so much.
you have to go.
Yeah, you've got to get out of here.
It's weird how that works out. Because, even when they find out that, again, there's nothing going on all of it, it's just a continual waste of money.
Right. Well, isn't that the way they say it goes?
Yeah, but he is supposed to resign as the U.S. attorney in Connecticut. So he still gets to stay on to be a criminal investigator for the whole Russia probe thing.
Right.
But he just can't be a U.S. attorney in Connecticut anymore.
Oh, okay.
Which is actually in
You can be an investigator.
To be freelance for the government is probably the best place to be, because then you are accountable to no one.
Well, you do work off of POs though.
Well, you are a PO.
S.
Oh, you can insert whatever letter you want to at that point. I've got a list of letters you can put there.
Yeah.
But yeah, starting with S. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Fox News anchor Brett Baer tweeted, quote, U.S. Attorney John Durham, who AG Bill Barr tapped to investigate the origins of the Trump-Russia probe, is expanding his team by adding additional prosecutors and is making excellent progress, according to a federal law enforcement familiar with the situation, end quote.
Excellent.
Excellent. When you say something like that, you imagine him sitting there like rubbing a cat.
It's just
Excellent progress.
Isn't that right, Snickers?
Yo.
You're doing so wonderfully. Oh, does daddy's little girl want a treat? I am in a good mood. Federal law enforcement officials paused the investigation on Hunter O'Biden, quote, in the months before the election.
Which was a bad idea.
And now that the election is over, the investigation is entering into a new phase.
Mm-hmm.
Federal prosecutors in Delaware, working with the IRS Criminal Investigation Agency and the FBI, are taking overt steps as issuing subpoenas and seeking interviews. The person with knowledge said. That is according to a CNN report.
A person with knowledge.
Person with knowledge. I have knowledge. Are they talking about me? Am I supposed to be getting a call?
Knowledge of the investigation.
Well, I know that they're having an investigation. Is that knowledge in the investigation?
No. It's not knowledge in the investigation. This is knowledge of.
I am aware of the investigation.
Yes.
I'm aware of it happening.
But are you the person of knowledge that they're talking about?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I don't.
Because they're not being specific.
Have you been talking to people other than me?
I did have a phone call today and yesterday.
Was it to somebody talking about investigations in the FBI?
No. Well,
neither confirm nor deny.
No, it was
pleading the fifth on this.
No, I'm not going to plead that. No, but they kept asking me a lot about the warranty on my car.
Oh.
Yeah, my car's warranty.
That's really weird.
I kept asking what this has to do with the Russia probe, and they
were like, "Well, no, sir. We just want to
make sure that you're
warranty on
you're
your
up to
car,
date
sir."
on your car's powertrain warranty.
That reminds me of that TikToker that does the credit fraud
Oh yeah,
over the phone. Credit fraud.
yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure that you don't have any credit fraud, sir.
I love it's if you haven't seen it, it's really funny because he has a very Jim Carrey-esque.
Yeah, over the top.
It's like Jim Carrey and Cable Guy meets credit card.
Yeah, credit card
Telemarketer,
fraud.
yeah.
Credit card fraud.
Yeah, it's
Prevention.
it's really weird. It's really good though.
I'm just your fraud prevention specialist, sir.
Yeah. The only problem with it is in that skit, as funny as they are,
It's creepy because you kind of think, that actually
could happen.
Yeah,
But I was also thinking of the line of the only problem I have with it, as far as from a production standpoint, is he doesn't have enough distinction between his actual voice
and the customer.
And
yeah,
they're very. You can hear the similarities to a point that it's like,
yeah.
It did all right, though.
But it's still funny. He's got
it is.
way more likes than anything that I've ever seen. So
Yeah,
there you go.
that's right.
So on top of
all that,
getting rid of Senate people,
yeah, you also have issues in the Senate.
I know it sounds like the Senate is getting pretty much a giant
Punch in the face.
Well, I was thinking more along lines of fornicating itself with a cactus.
Well, that does happen, but the Senate has voted.
They voted. Good.
Now,
they voted.
They put a vote in. 56
Put
to
it in
44.
where?
56 to 44.
But then where'd they put it?
Where
Where the sun doesn't shine.
correct.
Okay.
Senate voted 56 to 44
Uh-huh.
to say that the impeachment trial of Donald Trump is not only constitutional but can move ahead.
How?
Well, like I said, 56-44.
Okay.
And it's a 50-50 split, right?
It's supposed to be.
It's a 50-50 split.
Yeah.
Right?
That's not a 50-50 split.
Right. Well,
That means someone crossed the line.
Bill Cassidy of Louisiana.
Ooh.
Susan Collins of Maine.
Heifer.
Lisa Murkowski.
Heifer.
We already knew that.
Yeah,
Mitt
but
Rom- Mitt Romney's.
Oh, we already knew that one.
Yeah, exactly. Pat Toomey.
That I'm a little bit surprised on.
Mm-hmm. And Ben Sass.
That one I'm really surprised about.
I want to know. I don't care about any of the rest. Honestly, Pat Toomey, whatever. You just don't. No, I want to know.
Will you be his girl?
No.
Oh.
No. I want to know what is constitutional about this Ben Sass.
Because he's
I don't care.
He's a very constitutional guy.
Very
Not quite a Ted
constitutional.
Cruz, but he's close.
Well, I mean, he wrote a whole book on,
on the Constitution.
he wrote a book on, raising your kids in a constitutional manner. Like,
Yeah.
He wrote a book on this junk. So, Ben Sassy.
Yeah.
Sassy Pants.
We might need to try. I would like to reach out to him. He'll probably never answer or
He'll
talk
probably
to us.
never
but-
answer us, but Ben Sassy Pants.
Yeah.
I want to know really, truly, honestly, truly, madly, deeply. Going back to another day. What is actually constitutional about this?
Yeah, I would like to know that too.
You know for a fact that he didn't incite violence.
Yeah.
We all know for a fact he didn't incite violence and that the entire ordeal has been run amok. Are you doing it just so that it can happen and you can then come back and say, well, see, I told you it was stupid. I voted for it so they could show their ass.
Yeah.
If that's the case, please say that.
Yeah, you kind of need to
say it now.
Yeah, you can't sit here and but here's my problem is even if that's what you're saying, you can't principle wise.
You didn't have to, though. He didn't have to because it's 56-44. He could have voted 55-45.
Well, obviously I don't think he knew exactly.
It doesn't matter. He
But
knew
what
that
I'm
there was
saying
going
is
to be more than 50.
He did this. Okay, let's say he did do it to try and show what kind of a farce it was.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah. Then why didn't you actually push that out?
But
there
that
first?
doesn't, that kind of negates your belief in principle when you literally went along to
with everybody else's
that's
joke.
Pass the bill to find out what's in it.
Yeah.
That's destroy something to save something. That's what he just did.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but you lose credibility with me now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very disappointed.
Yeah.
I mean, you could.
I have a lot of respect for him in most cases.
Yeah, but
most cases.
I'm at a point where, like, you know, that hurts. Like, that's.
I don't even care about Donald Trump. It's just the constitutionality of this.
Yeah, like I could hear
at this point.
Believe it or not, I could see Pat Toomey over Ben Sass any day.
Oh yeah, saying I want to.
Yeah, I could understand that. Like,
because he's a party guy more.
Yes, so I can understand that. Ben Sass, no sir. Like
that bothers me.
In my humble opinion, this list of the crossovers, need to go.
Well, obviously, Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski,
they all need to go.
They needed to go for sure. The Mitt Romney's is just as corrupt as the Biden.
Yeah, he's Biden 2.0.
1.5
or 0.5.
0.5.
I don't know. Mitt Romney is
he's like the off-brand Obama. Not Obama.
Biden.
Biden. He's the off-brand Biden.
Well, he is. I was also going to look at it from the angle of Mitt Romney and Biden are virtually the same. The only difference is technically Biden is a winner.
Oh.
Yeah, I went there.
Though it's only technically, though.
It doesn't matter. He still won.
It's a technicality.
A W is a W, Chief. 1 point or 100 points.
It's a technicality.
W is still a W. It's still more than what Mitt Romney got.
Mm-hmm.
So, just saying.
You're right.
Just saying.
Yeah.
But no, I think everyone on this list, all these 6 people need to be shown the door. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yeah, I think
including Ben Sass. And again, I have a lot of respect for.
She just got hired back in.
Yeah, I think that Ben. I mean, I did with you. Have Ben Sass is I respect him, but examples need to be made. You know, precedents have to be set. You don't sit here to be hired and convince people that you are a person of constitutional principle and then turn around and poop all over it.
Yeah.
Just to, quote, make a mockery of it.
And the funny thing is,
shut up.
They have quotes here from pretty much everybody else except him.
Because he knew once it happened and was done.
Except the sass.
He was done.
Yeah.
Because what do you say? When your entire political career is built on the precipice that you are constitutionally, principally driven.
Yes.
And you literally just piss all over it. What can you say? You have no explanation. There's nothing that maybe today he might, but there was a time where you couldn't do that and look anybody square in the face and think that
again, and say I'm constitutional.
Yeah.
No, you're not, Chief.
Everybody would call it straight shenanigans on that. Again, now this is 2021. A lot of that might
everything's
have changed.
Shenanigans, you know.
But you never know. I don't know. Let's see. Asking for a friend Jackal over on Twitter. As someone who has voted for Sass twice, I can assure you that he has lost the support of his constituents. That's what I said.
It's gonna be painful for him.
I know when Steven sent it over and showed it to me, the list of who made it out or who did this vote. I was like, that it was proof to me, and it should be to everybody else. This is what happens when you don't have term limits.
Yep.
He's been in there to the point where he's become corrupted.
It's too far now.
It's too late now.
It's too now. Yeah,
there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing he could do to.
You might as well run a brand new candidate. You know, run somebody against him next year.
Yeah,
or next election.
Adam W. Johnson, speaking of that, over on Twitter, if you don't get a good challenger, I might primary Ben Sass myself.
Do it.
And if I do, I promise you guys will be my first national interview. Well, thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Appreciate that.
We'll take it.
We will definitely take it. And you know what? We'll give you the 2 hours.
Full 2 hours, all yours.
Mm-hmm. So there you go.
Yeah. You might as well primary him because,
Yeah. He needs. I mean, again, I understand where he come from. He's done amazing work up to this point. But part of the problem that society, it's not even just a political thing. It's not just a government thing. It's a societal problem. There are no longer consequences to actions.
Yeah.
And people have got to get back to the point where they understand where you F up, you are done. Doesn't matter how big, doesn't matter how little. People have to start seeing that there are consequences to actions.
Yep.
Including people who, and we don't know this guy's intention, his heart,
Right.
we don't know where he's at. Because again, he didn't respond.
Yes, he didn't say anything about it.
All we know is that he literally betrayed everything he stood and said for.
Yes.
So you need to go. Be the example that we can look back on, and he can help do things and say, hey, don't be like me. Stick to principle. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
But you don't deserve to be there. Sorry.
Nope, not at all.
I just that hurts my heart.
It hurts.
It deep downs.
It hurts the heart.
Big Pharma Steve over Twitter. He's the Diet Coke of Biden. Just 1 calorie, not enough Biden.
That's right.
Yeah, he missed it by that much.
Just a hair.
Just by that much.
Just a hair.
Teensy weensy bit. By a gnat's hair.
Little tiny bit. Little tiny bit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you watch Netflix, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to dump it, I think.
Yeah, I
They
haven't
keep hiking
watched-
up the prices way too fast.
and I haven't watched it enough. Like, I know everybody's been streaming it for months, but out of everything, I haven't been streaming Netflix as far as I've been doing everything else.
I have only we started recently watching something on Netflix.
Yeah.
What was it? Last night? I think it was last night. We started the Borgias.
Mm-hmm.
And we started watching, and that's the only thing that I've personally, now, like, my kids will occasionally pop on and watch stuff.
My kids normally do, like,
I used to live on Netflix.
From what I can see, like, my kids do the Hulu
Yeah.
a lot, and they do the Disney Pluses sometimes because all
are my
the
two so
Pixar,
far.
all the Pixars and the Toy Stories and all the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they love those, and Amazon Prime sometimes.
Yeah. But then, but see, like,
sparingly.
I was gonna say, but
Sparingly.
Amazon, that Prime, that comes with the fact that you buy stuff on Prime. So it's, at least it's kind of a,
Yeah.
like, for me,
I
that's,
get a bonus on that one. That's a bonus.
yeah, it's an incentive because you're already paying to get the stuff.
Yes, I'm already paying to buy stuff at
Yeah.
a better price, so I might as well also get the
They're giving it to you for free. Might as well watch it.
Heck yeah.
Exactly. So that's not a big thing. And that's with me with Hulu. I get it because I have Disney Plus. I'm paying for that as a package thing.
Right.
So I'm getting both of them. So why not? I'm the same. I don't do a whole lot of Netflix anymore because a lot of the stuff that I used to watch is gone. The only reason why I ever wanted and enjoyed Netflix was because there was no commercials.
That makes sense.
And now they've taken off virtually everything that I care to watch, with the exception of a few things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just not worth the $15 I'm paying. It's not. But anyway, there's a documentary called Cheer.
Right.
And Not Like the Bar. There were 2 men who were in said documentary.
No.
Nev, called Cheer.
No.
The Cheer is about, obviously, cheer team.
Cheer
The
team.
Navajo College Bulldog cheer team.
Cheer team.
Yeah.
Okay.
These 2 guys are on charges relating to, were arrested on charges relating to sexual misconduct of minors.
You know, this is the second show about little girls.
Mm-hmm. I know.
That has a sexual issue.
I don't like this trend.
With the Netflix.
Not even a little bit. I don't like this trend.
I mean, I know that Hollywood is filled with pedophiles.
Yes.
We know this.
Yeah. Just ask,
Anybody. Just ask anybody who's been in show business.
what the hell's that kid's name? Haim. Corey Haim.
Yeah, just ask Corey Haim. But we know that the entirety of Hollywood is filled with pedophiles and basically rapists at this point.
Yeah.
Sexual abusers to the nth degree.
Yeah.
And that's how they keep people in contracts. But Netflix was supposed to be above and beyond that.
Yeah, and they're not.
They were supposed to be around that. They were supposed to be past this.
Yeah. And they haven't yet.
No, they dove into it.
Yeah.
They went into it.
Head first.
Yeah.
Yeah. On Friday, the outlet reported that authorities in Virginia arrested 25-year-old Robert Joseph Scania.
What?
Sienna. No, it's not.
I bet you anything. Anna. Science. Sienna.
No.
Yes. I'm telling you.
Is this like Sanata?
Yeah. I'll tell you this. No, science.
Okay, Sienna. Fine, whatever.
Joseph Sienna.
A junior on felony charges of taking indecent liberties with a child and using electronic communication device to solicit sex. He's being held without bond in the Chesterfield County Jail.
Chesterfield.
Yeah. Because no one smokes better than a Chesterfield. Spokesperson for the Chesterfield County Police Department told the outlet that police at Sienna Jr. arranged to meet a juvenile when he met through a social media platform to do the horizontal mambo.
To do the do?
To do the do.
Doing the do.
Sergeant Winifred Lewis of the Chesterfield County Police Department. I'm sorry.
Thanks,
but
Winnie.
with a Chesterfield County You have to have someone on there named Winifred.
Sergeant Winifred
He's got
Lewis of the Chesterfield County Police
He's
Department.
got a big bushy beard
Oh, yeah,
that like
you know he
wiggles
does.
and stuff when he talks.
And he's got like a little bit of he's a little bit bigger.
He's like yes. He has told said that the bad guy was described as a choreographer with a large international fan base.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
Of course he is.
And the kid was a 14-year-old boy
oh, that's
because
so,
that's good.
but that's Nambla, so that's fine, right? Nambla's okay. They don't care. That's what we do. What the heck happened?
Asking for a friend Jack all over on Twitter. This is only the beginning of Sass's second term. That's the sad part about that. This is why you kind of need to hurry up and have the term limits in place.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, odds are this is a guy who will continue to be in office forever. And as he continues to screw people over, it'll just be that much more painful. So,
Right.
good times. Great oldies.
100%.
Yeah. WBBB.
the frog.
Something like that.
Yeah, right.
Southern Ohio Jekyll. Hollywood has pedophiles. Wait while I get my surprise face.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
I have been giving permission to tweet. What?
Sorry, it's this.
What are you doing?
I'm putting my stuff back on because apparently I don't know how your stuff got on my screen, but your stuff got on my screen.
How did
I don't know. I'm fixing it.
you realize it's still the same stuff?
Yeah, but at least then I'll be able to respond as myself.
Oh, I got you now. Okay, yes.
You get me?
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Thank you, boss.
Winifred. I know. I see him as like a really big, burly guy.
Yeah. Older,
slightly
burly,
potbelly.
yes. And if he's
Again.
not older, he's in his 30s.
With
and
a-
like
with
he's
a-
got the fullest of full beards.
With a handlebar mustache, but a giant one.
Yeah.
Like almost, Hanna-Barbera type cartoon.
Right, and like
big.
when I say full beard, I mean like not the really long one, but like just the bush,
Oh, no,
the giant bush run.
Wait a minute, he's a police officer. He can't have a beard. It's just the mustache. So it's very similar, kind of like a Yosemite
Yeah.
Sam kind of mustache.
Yeah.
This is Defenders Live.
Southern Ohio Jackal over on Twitter. Hollywood has pedophiles. Wait while I go and get my surprise face. It's under the bed. It's been a while since you've used it.
Yeah, it takes a bit. You gotta.
It's dirty.
Yeah.
Make sure you get the dust off. You don't want that in your eye.
Just really.
Yeah.
You gotta blow it out.
Blow it away from
Yeah.
your face, too. Don't blow it straight in the air.
Right. That's always
You
bad.
don't want to be breathing that stuff in.
Yeah.
B from the ACV, underage sex trafficking, the real slavery of our day. And Hollywood is ever so slightly
Legitimately, or slightly legitimizes.
legitimatizing it.
Legitimizes.
That's what I said.
Legitimize.
Telling you, I'm about to have a stroke.
I know
what's
you-
going to happen. My eyes going to start twitching. My
I'm
arm's
telling
going to go
you,
dead. I'm going to keel
you
over.
actually need to go to the doctor. I'm just saying.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. I'll be fine.
Stop being the atypical male adult.
I am not being the atypical
You are.
male.
You're
I will be
refusing-
fine.
You're
No.
refusing. You're
I am
refusing
not.
help.
I will be fine.
Refusing help.
I am not.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be busy. I need to work. I need to focus on other things.
Right. It's been
1 week since you looked at me.
no. It's been
Oh.
just weeks after investigators of the WHO entered the Wuhans. The
I didn't even get credit for my little chair dance or nothing. I'm just like bobbing
yeah,
over
you're doing
here,
the whole deal.
getting
No,
into
I
it. You're
just
like,
cut
no,
you. No, not that.
We're not. It's time for seriousness. We're talking about who?
I mean, I did start. Who?
Yeah, we're talking about who.
Who?
Yeah, who?
Who's that?
Who?
Who do you mean?
Yeah, who?
What do you?
They went into the Wuhans.
Oh,
Who did? Went into the Wuhans.
that's what I'm asking.
Da 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 da. Okay.
Thank you.
You all right?
Yeah.
Thought I was the cougher.
Yeah, you were.
I'm the one with tuberculosis, not you.
You're spreading.
I'm the one with emphysema. You're fine. Stop it.
Shh. You know, the central China city where the coronavirus pandemic originated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it really a central city, though?
No, it's not.
Isn't that kind of unfair? Because most of
It's
China...
actually South Central.
I was going to say, but most of China is a central city.
It is South Central.
I got it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, the WHO dispatched 10 members of an investigation team to the Wuhans last month, which arrived in the city on Thursday, January 14th. The researchers were only allowed into the city after the Chinese president Xi Jinping.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Approved the investigation.
Of course.
See, the investigators were...
And they had to... When he didn't authorize it until after they cleaned up.
Correct.
No.
And patched the holes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The investigators were reportedly hamstrung
Color me shocked.
by the Chinese government, which enacted strict testing and quarantine measures on the researchers themselves.
Yeah. Again, I'm kind of with Southern Ohio Jackal over there. Just color me shocked.
Color you shocked.
Yeah.
All right. From NBC News.
Ted Brokaw.
On NBC.
That's more of a Dan Rather.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. The government spokesman said this week they will exchange views with the Chinese.
I can't do him that well right now.
Government spokesman said this week.
I'm doing a drunk version.
Yeah, that's a
Really drunk
It's like
version.
a drunk Walter Cronkite.
Yes! I love it.
Let's do that.
A government spokesman today said this week I will be exchanging the scientists, but give no indication whether or not they will be allowing to gather evidence. What will undergo a 2-week quarantine as well as a throat swab.
A throat swab.
A throat swab.
I thought the Chinese government started with the anal swabs.
Yes, but they left those in and had a little dingle bell at the end of it. Anyway, and an antibody test for the COVID-19, according to CGTN.
Aha. That's an English language channel on the state broadcast CCTV.
Yeah. So, it's even
Very
though I was going to say,
unbiased.
it's English speaking, but it's still on
China.
the state ran TV.
Completely unbiased.
Okay. Yeah, no, totally.
Completely unbiased.
Totally.
All perfect.
Now,
It's
why they speak English? Why would they lie?
They're English-speaking people.
Right.
They've got no problems.
They can speak English, therefore that they're not lying.
They're telling you the truth. Right. The most accepted theory for the COVID-19 by the scientific community is that the virus jumped from animals to humans in 2019 through unsanitary conditions in the Wuhan wet market.
Okay.
Beijing, however...
You know what else you can get from unsanitary animal?
E. coli.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Was that hand, mouth?
Hand, foot, and mouth.
Hand, foot, mouth is another one.
Mm-hmm.
There's all kinds of stuff you can get.
Beijing, however, rejected this story.
Don't wear masks for that crap.
I know, and
Sorry,
claimed that the virus originated outside of China.
Of course it did.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Still, one of the leading theories about the virus or origins was that it came from the Wuhan Institute of Virology. That's where it actually came from, where scientists have been conducting research for years on the coronaviruses, either by leak or by accident. That's how it got out.
Yeah, because we know China does everything by accident.
Right.
So much stuff goes on there accidentally.
Just 26 days after arriving in China, WHO investigators claim it is, quote, extremely unlikely that the COVID-19, the Wuhan clap, the
Kung Fu flu,
the China bug, originated from the Wuhan bio lab.
Right.
The findings, and this is a quote, suggest the laboratory incident hypothesis is extremely unlikely to explain the introduction of the virus into the human population.
Oh, it's funny that you mentioned that because Kevin Hutchins over on Twitter makes a very good point.
What's up?
It's very considerate of the WHO
Yes.
to give China a whole year to hide its evidence.
Whole 2 years almost.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very nice of them.
Very, very nice.
I mean, it's considerate, and you would think that with all of that time, of course they're not going to find
well, they're on the
anything.
board of the WHO.
Oh, I forgot about that.
They're on the WHO board.
Yeah. Who's on the board?
China.
Oh, okay.
They're on the WHO board.
China's
from
on
Whoville.
whose board?
From Whoville.
Cindy Lou Who. Okay. It's
Xi Jinping WHO.
that's who you.
That's right. Yeah. See, prior to the withdrawal, Trump halted the flow of American taxpayer money to the WHO.
Which just sucks because the band hasn't toured since.
I know. Saying, quote, today I'm instructing my administration to halt funding of the World Health Organization while a review is conducted to assess the World Health Organization's role in severely mismanaging and covering up the spread of the coronavirus, said last April by the Donald Trumps.
Yeah.
And by the way, Biden has come back to the band.
Oh, of course. Well, that's good because
he's on the revival tour.
He's playing the triangle.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Good for him.
He's going through the tours.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying it's so devastating to see how this goes. When you again, they've had almost a year, almost two.
Yeah.
On top of being a nation that isolates itself, is completely restrictive to anything that they are part of. Yeah. Oh, yes, we are fully about checking everybody else's stuff, but you can't come into ours.
Right.
And in America, and I blame mainly Biden, is so hell-bent on being back a part of. Same thing with the Climate Paris Accord. Like, really? France isn't even following their own crap, and you want to give them money again into this thing? You just want to dump money we don't have?
Into something that they're not even following?
That nobody else is following?
Because it worked so well when we were a part of it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, for what anybody wants to say or think about Trump, like, we weren't dumping money into these stupid slush funds
of other countries.
Of other countries.
That
exactly.
was the deal, yeah.
You know, we were doing things kind of the right way, or at least when it came to foreign affairs, financially anyway. And now there has to be this moment. I'm surprised that nobody's actually kind of sitting there going, wait a minute. We haven't been a part of the Paris Accord in 4 years.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. France isn't even following it. And it's their accord. Like, don't you think this is a waste?
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking like even
it was done in France.
Yeah, I'm talking about like even hardcore people who are hardcore climate change people.
Yeah, you
like
guys
they
have
don't
to
even take a moment to go, you know what?
Think about it.
Maybe the Paris Accord isn't the right way. Maybe there's something else, and that's
Maybe
fine.
there's something else.
But to go right back intentionally just because Trump got out of it?
Right. Just because he got out of it. Just because it was something that Trump did. So we're going to reverse whatever Trump did. Well, why don't you take a minute and think about whether or not it was worth it to go into it in the first place? Because it wasn't. It actually cost us a ton of freaking money and killed our economy.
Well, that's okay because we've already got, the whole COVID lockdown thingy that's killed our economy. We don't need help.
Well, we do now, apparently, because we're going back into the climate change, the French whatever accord and whatever.
Well, I guess what it is they figure they've stabbed America, so at this point they're just
twisting.
Just keep going. Yeah,
they're going to twist
just
the knife
repeatedly. We're going to go for more and more and more.
Well,
you bleed faster.
You remember when you stab somebody, you twist the knife before you pull it back out.
Yeah.
That way it doesn't stop bleeding.
Exactly. And that's kind of what's happening, except for it's happening every time they stab us. It's in, twist, out, twist, out.
They're using that spiral bladed stabber.
Oh, yeah. It looks like a corkscrew almost.
Yeah. It looks like a spiked corkscrew.
Yep.
Oh.
That'll
leave a mark.
That'll make you feel better in the morning. That's just saying.
Yep.
It's sad.
They're not even going slow about this stuff anymore.
No. And like I said, again, even if you want to be in the bandwagon of climate change or whatever,
you got to stop.
There has to be a moment like you've got to be able to take a moment and look back and go, you know what? The world didn't end the 4 years that we weren't a part of it.
Right. And actually, you can look at it and say that technically it got better.
Yeah. Because it got so good that apparently people being inside the house is causing climate change. So
there you go.
There you go.
Over on the Facebook, what happened to the hashtag Save Our Children and the Ghislaine Maxwell investigation and the island's visitor crap? Silence.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not that it's silence. It's that it's so low key to everything that's going on.
Well, because again,
it's getting buried.
It is. It's being buried under and not even thought about when it comes to the whole, expunging and wiping away of the Orange Man.
Right. Orange Man bad is the biggest thing to take care of.
I would
all
not
things.
I would not be surprised if we get to a point.
They're trying to tie Orange Man to Epstein.
And that's fine. Whatever.
But I mean, you can't do that without also tying in
Hillary and all this stuff.
Yeah,
no. I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if the whole 45th presidency will be a black spot. Like they might mention, oh yeah, by the way, the 45th president of the United States was Donald Trump.
And
it's going to die right there. There's not going to be a litany of accomplishments. There's not going to be anything he's done.
Even though,
it's eventually going to be just a black spot.
Even though, just 5-piece deals.
Kind of like when you talk about like Taft. Name one thing Taft's done.
No idea.
Yeah. See?
His name is Taft.
His name is Taft.
Will.
It's all we know.
His name is Will Taft.
But there's a couple of other ones that are kind of up near him that's in that area.
Same area where you don't really think about because they got overshadowed by all the stupid.
I almost said Grover Cleveland, but he's,
Yeah.
But you still can't think of, no, actually his was the silver deal.
I was going to say, which one was like so fat they had to get bigger tubs?
Taft.
Was that Taft?
That was Taft.
So fat they had to get bigger tubs in the White House because he couldn't fit.
What about, I'm trying to think, there's actually, this is how bad it is. I can't even think of the presidents that are so obscure that we can't talk about.
Because they're so obscure.
Of
presidents.
There it is.
There it is.
Click. Ready?
D. Going down. Keep going back.
Let's go back.
There.
Okay.
That area. Warren Harding.
Harding. There's
Harding.
one.
Yeah.
There's Taft.
McKinley. Nobody knows McKinley.
No. Harrison.
Yeah, Benjamin Harrison. Who cares about that guy?
Chester Arthur.
Nobody cares.
James Garfield.
Nobody cares.
Rutherford Hayes.
Nope.
Ulysses S. Grant. We know him because of the Civil War.
Yep. Andrew Johnson. Yep.
Andrew Johnson. Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln.
James Buchanan.
Well, he was overshadowed by Abraham Lincoln. Franklin Pierce.
There you go.
Nobody knows him.
Millard Fillmore.
Also not known.
Honest to God, I did not know that Millard Fillmore was a president.
I'd see. You didn't know.
I didn't even know it.
Completely unknown.
This is what's going to happen. And I believe it'd be much sooner. I mean, he was president. Millard.
There was a test on this.
I was going to say, Millard Fillmore was president from 1950 to 1953. 1850, 1853.
Yeah.
Okay? That's it. He did the one term. Boom. He was there.
Done.
Okay.
One and done.
Okay. Actually, he didn't make it.
He didn't make it all the way, yeah.
Okay. So here's the deal. President. I don't even know him. But that was over 100 years ago.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
100 years ago.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. I believe in less time than that, when you go down the list of presidents.
Oh, yeah. Trump is going
to be that same
they're
way.
They're going to
be
like, out completely.
You might hear the name and recognize it, like a Taft.
Right.
Or a Coolidge.
It's going to take about 10 years after Trump dies.
But he'll be gone.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a horrible picture of Andrew Jackson. Dear Lord, have mercy.
Well, that's when he was really old.
He looks like the Crypt Keeper.
Well, he was the Crypt Keeper. He killed a lot.
Give me your candy, little boy.
He killed a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, that was
Martin Van Buren. I remember the name, but I don't remember that he was a president.
Yeah. William Henry Harrison looks a lot like Al Gore.
No.
Look at the face.
No, not Al Gore.
What's his face?
Kerry.
Yeah. John Kerry.
John Kerry.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I get those confused. I'm sorry.
No, I knew who you were thinking of. I was like, that's not him.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, that's the point I was trying to add. This long way to the well, that was the point, is that there's presidents that have been in
Did
history.
you know Grover served twice?
Yeah, I did.
And 2 different times?
I did.
Like somebody was in between?
Do you know that his a piece of his cancerous lower jaw is in a museum?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's weird. The cancerous lower jaw.
Because who doesn't want to go look at that?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying.
Got stuck in the bathroom. Yeah.
There's presidents in the past that you don't even know they were president.
Right.
And Trump is going to be that very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly.
Yep.
So I don't know. Let's see. Kevin Hutchins over on Twitter. France, 132 years, still hasn't finished the Eiffel Tower.
Such a crick in the neck.
They put up the framework and got bored. That's just because they're French.
Right. Well, that's the thing. So it's like the Statue of Liberty.
Huh?
They sent us the pieces for the framework and the instructions
Here,
on how to
you
put
bastards want this.
on the
you
instructions
do
on
it.
how to put it up, and then we had to do the rest.
What? Okay, and I don't know how true this is, but I had heard, and maybe I know I'm stupid, but I bet you, I think the way I'd heard it was so it came from France, right? So it was a French gift, and I use that term loosely.
Hold on.
But the instructions were like in German or Polish or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'd heard.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
how true that is,
no,
but
well, they definitely sent it, and they did not send it in English.
yeah, it wasn't in English. That's the key. So people are like, what the hell?
How do we build this thing?
So you know that flame might not actually be where it's supposed to be. Or the crown or something.
I think after a while, it was just Americans like, you know what?
We're going to make what
We're
we
gonna make
want.
this look
Screw
right.
you.
We're gonna make it look right.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this good.
Big Farm and Steve over Twitter. Hey, you just named most of the presidents from Ohio. They're very influential and did many great things.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a minute, Juan. I'll be able to find out what that was.
Thank you.
See?
And you don't remember them.
Who was the president who died a month after taking office? Oh, that's a good one. I just cleared it.
Yeah, we just cleared it out.
cleared it out. That's a good question, no?
I forgot.
I did too.
I don't care.
Yeah, Polk. James K. Polk. These are the people that you don't know, you've never heard of.
You don't
I mean,
think
you may
about
have
these
heard of it,
guys.
but you're out of school now. You definitely don't have to learn it.
Like
today they're not even teaching
memorized
it.
You memorized it in rogue memorization. You know, the one thing that you did just to memorize it to pass the test.
Well, yeah, but they're not even teaching that now.
Oh, I know.
So you're really not going to know.
Yeah, our kids aren't going to know this stuff unless we actually go through it. I mean, we have the flashcards that went all the way up to Bush.
Yeah,
It was like on a clip.
I think we had one that went to Obama, or a placemat. You remember the old
the presidential placement?
laminated placemat? Yeah, I remember that too. Good
Yeah.
times.
So South Dakota.
South Dakota.
South Dakota's actually doing something pretty cool.
South Dakota, where the wind goes sweeping down the plain.
I think that's a different place.
where the grain and wheat
I really
sure
do.
smells sweet.
I think that's Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah, it does roll off better. Okay. Sorry.
Well, a new bill was introduced in the South Dakota's Republican-controlled House of Representatives.
Okay.
It aims to give the state attorney general the power to reject any executive order issued by President Joe Biden deemed to be unconstitutional. Really?
That's fantastic. It's not going to go anywhere, sadly, but I love it.
Well, it is a Republican-controlled House.
No, I got that. But
in the state,
but you know what's going to happen.
They're going to pass it,
They're going to pass it. This is going to pick up momentum. It's actually going to go through.
and then a federal judge is going to block it.
Ding.
Yeah.
They're going to step in and be like, we're sorry, but this is unconstitutional. The
Well, it
state
doesn't-
doesn't have the right to decide for itself.
Yes, it does, and you don't have the right to block it because it's not affecting you personally.
No, and they will. They'll blame it on something that involves like climate change or something.
And they'll get
now
and they get the federal judge from like California.
yes, who will turn around and complain that the, three spotted,
yeah.
two breast,
Whatever.
little titmouse is like in danger because of this bill.
The legislation, HB 1194, introduced the newly elected Republican state representative Aaron Aylward.
Aylward.
It comes as Biden has issued a flurry of executive orders and actions and all the rest of it during his first couple weeks in office, despite previously arguing that he would not be dictating and that dictators ruled by executive orders. With the bill, Aylward hopes, with this bill, he hopes that to rein in the president's executive power by authorizing the state to review certain executive orders that, quote, restrict a person's rights.
They should be doing this anyway, by the way.
Yeah, you actually have the right as a state to do this anyway.
That's what your senators actually should be doing.
You don't have to worry about taking a bill. I'm glad you're doing it, but you don't have to worry about putting a bill out.
Well,
all
and
you have to do is just say,
You do now?
hey, yeah, you're right.
Because but I'm saying that just shows how bad off we are, that
You
the
have to
senators
write
are
a
not
bill.
even doing their job. The state itself has to do it for themselves because the senators that have been elected to represent the state are not doing what is in the best interest of the state. They're doing what's best to line their pockets and push an agenda.
Correct. Yeah, the quote, the executive board of the Legislative Research Council may review any executive order issued by the President of the United States. In the order, if the order has not been affirmed by a vote of the Congress of the United States and signed into law as prescribed by the Constitution of the United States. That's the text of the bill.
Good.
Upon review, the executive board may recommend to the Attorney General or the governor that the order be further examined by the Attorney General or determined that the constitutionality of the order and to determine whether the state should seek an exemption from the application of the order or seek to have the order declared to be unconstitutionally exercise of the legislative authority by the president.
God, there's a lot of legalese there. At this, I'm going to put it like this. I love what they're doing. This is fantastic. Again, this is what all states should be doing, especially in light of the fact that their own senators are not doing their job.
Yes.
However, all this makes me want is we need to have like a convention of states.
Well, they've been trying to do this for
No, I know, but
years
this,
and nobody's
but
willing to do it.
but if you notice, like especially lately, each state's kind of trying to do their own thing, and they kind of getting shot down. They need to get
Do
their
the
head out of their
convention of
asses and do the
states.
convention and be done with it.
Because here's things that can come from the convention of states:
Term limits,
term limits for senators and legislators and all the rest of it.
an actual budget.
Actual budgets can happen from there. You can affect the code,
The tax code.
tax code.
Implement a flatter fair tax.
You can actually put restrictions on the president from these conventions of states. So
So I don't understand why with all of the, and it's like you said, they've been trying to do it for a while, but with all these individual states kind of,
the representatives of most of the states don't want to do this because you have enough reps in these liberal states to where they don't pull it together.
yeah, but
You have to have a certain amount, and they won't do it.
yeah, but there's got to be enough otherwise. And I don't know. Maybe that's, I don't know. That's what needs to happen because this is, again, the whole point of having a senator is to do this very job.
So the out of the regulations that they've currently seen, they deem all of these 6 to be completely unconstitutional.
Okay.
A pandemic or other public health emergencies, using executive orders to control these.
Okay.
Using executive orders to control the regulation of natural resources, the regulation of agricultural industry, the regulation of land use, the regulation of the financial sector,
Okay.
and through the imposition of environment, social, or governance standards, and the regulation of the constitutional rights to keep and bear arms.
I'm a little upset that that's kind of at the end, but it's still on the list, and I like that.
It's on the list.
Yeah, it
Made the list.
Made
and
the top
it's-
6,
It's
and I'm
good. It's good that it's there. I mean, it's number 2 on the Constitution, number 6 on the chart.
Number 2 in the Constitution, number 6 in your heart.
Number 1 in your heart. Anyway, yeah,
That's good though. Again, it's
I'm
sad
glad.
that they're having to do this,
I'm glad that they're doing it.
and I'm glad that they're doing it. Maybe it'll set an example for everybody else. but-
Maybe it'll push another group to do it. Maybe it'll do another state. Maybe it'll actually lead to the actual understanding of having the whole
Convention
convention of states and everything going through. Because
That would be so great.
when you think about it, it's funny that they didn't actually do it when Trump was in office. Because you had so many states that were going against Trump.
But that was, hold on, it wasn't the states. That was the governor of the states, I think. This time around, I feel it is the actual states.
People.
Like that is, South Dakota, Republican-led South Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It wasn't,
This is the House of Representatives.
yeah, it wasn't like when we had Governor Cooper turning around and being like, well, I don't want it because I don't want it.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think, I don't know. I think
I think it needs to happen, honestly.
Oh, I know it needs to happen. It would be great for them to kind of use this as a catalyst to go, regardless of how you slice it, whether you like Trump or not, whether you agreed with him or not, whether you thought it was the greatest 4 years of our history or the worst, to sit here and spend, honestly, to vote for an administration. We'll start just there, not counting some of the other stuff that's going on. For an administration to devote that much effort and resources to causing someone to literally be obliterated, to wipe him from history.
Yeah.
When you're there, that's not your job. Your job is not to remove people you've disagreed with, government. Your job is to benefit and take care of the American people. You've been entrusted with this power and authority. Power and authority, by the way, you aren't entitled to have, but we're given anyway. And you're squandering it. You're not doing anything. I would think that this should be enough to piss enough people off. Like I said, agree with Trump or don't. The way that the current administration is acting is not the right way. Period. So maybe it'll be a catalyst. I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, so it takes 34 states to actually pass a resolution for them to actually have a convention of states and 38 to ratify any amendment. Currently, there's about 36 that have legislation going through or active or filled.
So we're like right there.
We're on the cusp. I mean, you have like 28 or so. You have almost 30 that are like legislation's already been passed. They're just waiting for the other states to hit.
Wow. Well, here, hopefully this will be the tipping point. Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Ooh, yeah.
Because those are the guys supplying us, keeping us fueled for these 2 hours. AmericanPrideRoasters.com. Historically, great coffee. You will not be upset. I promise you that.
They will make you swallow.
Every single time. Go to DOAEshow.com. Check out our website, mojo50.com. Those guys are great over there as well. Follow them also on iHeartRadio at Mojo50 Radio. So much good stuff, guys. We will talk to y'all tomorrow.
That'll be it.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.